Welcome into WTOL 11 News at 6. I'm Michael Sandlin. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this lovely Mother's Day. Now to your top news of the day. A 15-year-old teen was arrested in a drive-by shooting Saturday night in Monroe County and charged with assault with intent to murder. It happened at the Charing Square Apartments just before 9 o'clock last night. The shooting injured 2 people. Officials say they're both in stable condition. This afternoon, there was a fatal motorcycle crash in Lenawee County. It happened today near Devil's Lake. According to officials, the driver of a motorcycle lost control and crashed into a mailbox, killing a 34-year-old woman and seriously injuring a 36-year-old man. A popular bar and restaurant in downtown Toledo is now temporarily closed. The Old Dirty Bird had a small fire in their second-floor office space last night. Luckily, nobody was injured, but the business will be closed for a few days. You can check their social media for updates on reopening. A bench warrant has been issued for a former BGSU student accused in the hazing incident that killed Stone Foltz. Dalen Dunson was ordered to appear in court Thursday for allegedly violating the terms of his community control, but he didn't show up to court. He pled guilty to numerous charges, including reckless homicide and hazing. Dunson was the fraternity president at the time of Foltz's death. President Trump expressed doubt Sunday that Ukraine and Russia will reach a ceasefire deal and is encouraging the two nations to meet in Turkey this week. This comes as the president prepares for a trip to the Middle East. CBS's Willie James Inman has more.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent described day 2 of the trade talks between the United States and China as productive and said more details will be released Monday. The weekend talks in Switzerland mark the first significant discussions between the two nations since President Trump imposed a minimum tariff of 145% on Chinese goods, and China responded with its own tariff hikes. In other international news, President Trump expressed doubt Sunday on Truth Social that Ukraine will reach a ceasefire deal with Russia, noting President Putin of Russia doesn't want to have a ceasefire agreement with Ukraine, but rather wants to meet on Thursday in Turkey to negotiate a possible end to the bloodbath. The president's post comes just 2 weeks after he sat down with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the Vatican to discuss the war. On Sunday, Zelensky responded cautiously to Russia's offer of direct talks, calling it a positive sign, but insisting that Putin must agree to an immediate ceasefire first. And in domestic news, state governors are weighing in on the deportation debate. On Sunday's Face the Nation, the governor of New Mexico expressed concern over what she called a lack of due process when it comes to deportations.
My bigger issue is indiscriminate ICE raids and sweeps, sowing fear in communities and with businesses all across the country, and that includes many communities right here in New Mexico.
All of this comes as President Trump prepares to visit the Middle East this week. He heads to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, where he's expected to discuss the war in Gaza and fighting in Yemen. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the White House.
And speaking of tariffs, flowers for Mom today are getting more expensive as well because they're also affecting flower sales. Dominique O'Neill joins us in studio with more. So, Dom, I understand we spoke to a local shop that's struggling because of these tariffs.
Yes, Michael, the owner of Beautiful Blooms by Jen, says flowers have went up about 10 to 15% thanks to tariffs, meaning that a bouquet that you would buy for Mom that's normally $80 has now gone up to $100 this year. Jen says her roses come from Colombia and Ecuador, 2 of the many countries where tariffs are currently in effect. And Jen's not the only one in this spot. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, 80% of all cut flowers sold in the United States are imported from Colombia, Canada, and Ecuador. So when flower shops like Jen's get the flowers in, they now have to pass that additional fee from the tariffs onto the consumer. But Jen says she's trying her best to keep Mother's Day affordable where she can.
We check our prices every single day when they come. So if we had to pay a little bit more, we just have to pass that on. But if we're able to buy in bulk like we are at Mother's Day, luckily Mother's Day we were able to lock in a lot of our prices before all of this happened, which it really helped. I think definitely people are going to start thinking a little harder of whether it's a necessity that they need to have for something, you know, like are you just going to buy it for in your house if it's so much more expensive? So it's really, I hate it. I hate it so much.
But not everyone is impacted by tariffs. We hear from one local company that's able to sell their flowers without any markup. I'll tell you where that is and why that is coming up tonight at 11. Reporting in studio, Dominique O'Neill, WTOL 11.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed this beautiful sunshine on Mother's Day. Sunshine will continue into the first half of the day Monday, and it's going to be a warmer feeling day with temperatures surging up near 80 degrees. The big story, though, is the increase in clouds and shower chances returning Monday night into Tuesday. We have a beautiful look high atop downtown through the lens of that Elk and Elk downtown sky camera, showing you a sunny evening and our sunset time now at 8:43, and we have well over 14 hours of daylight to enjoy that late springtime sun. Now the lake breeze has started to take over. It is only 58 degrees in Ottawa County, 60s in Sandusky County. West of Toledo, still closer to the 70-degree mark, close to the Indiana-Ohio state line. And near the lakeshore, it is considerably cooler due to the east wind. High pressure keeping sunshine in the mix through the evening. Monday is going to start off bright and chilly, and the afternoon does feature an increase in cloud cover with those temperatures that'll be climbing up near the 80-degree mark. High pressure gradually fades away as we start to see an increase in clouds. There will be some sunshine early in the day tomorrow. However, there will be a slight chance for a late day shower. I do expect mainly dry conditions on Monday. As we advance the clock into Tuesday, shower chances and some storms late day. Starting off Tuesday morning, there will be rain in the forecast, and Tuesday afternoon, isolated thunder showers will be possible. Overall, it's not going to be a washout, but you will want to keep that umbrella handy as we do have rain chances ahead. A warmer day, temperatures close to the 80-degree mark, and as we look ahead towards the next several days, it is going to warm up as well. Out the door, starting things off tomorrow morning, going to be in the 40s, and afternoon highs surging up near 80 degrees. There will be the chance for isolated showers and perhaps thunderstorms Tuesday. Again, the same story on Wednesday with temperatures in the upper 70s. Looking ahead towards Thursday, how about that taste of summer as we climb up into the 80s? And if you're thinking yard work after this Mother's Day weekend, Tuesday and Wednesday could be a little bit dicey, but I'll give you the green light for mowing tomorrow. The extended forecast does feature a very warm weather pattern. A couple days in the 80s, but there will also be some scattered storms Thursday into Friday. And heading towards next weekend, more seasonable conditions are expected with temperatures in the 70s. We'll be right back.
Welcome back in. It's about to be a new week, and there's a lot to look forward to here in the 419. Happening tomorrow, the new Wayman D. Palmer YMCA is having their official ribbon cutting at 2 p.m. Since opening more than 45 years ago, the Wayman Y has been an anchor in Toledo's Warren-Sherman neighborhood. The newly expanded facility has doubled in size, providing spaces designated to meet the growing needs of people in the area. Also happening tomorrow, a public information meeting about the construction plan for those big sinkholes on Arlington Avenue. That's happening from 6 to 7 at Arlington Elementary. And on Wednesday at noon, Archbold High School is breaking ground on its new 45,000 square foot Miller Athletic Complex. The school says this is just the start of its plan to upgrade sports facilities and support the future of local student athletes.
What is up, you guys? This is Chase Bachman with your Sunday Sports Look Ahead. This week, we are looking ahead to the Walleyes' next playoff series, the Kelly Cup Conference Finals. The Walleye, once again, have the Kansas City Mavericks. This is the second straight year the team is playing Kansas City in the conference finals. Last year, Kansas City won the series 4-2. Game 1 of this year's series is Thursday, May 15th. The Walleye will be back here at the Huntington, starting with Game 3 on Tuesday, May 20th. That's a look ahead to this next week in sports. Be sure to follow WTOL 11 for all the latest in local sports news. Until then, that's all for sports.
An early bird deadline is coming up for Northwest Ohio's Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. You've got until tomorrow to take advantage of the early bird registration for this year's downtown race. It's only $25 to enter, and the race packet will be mailed to your home in time for the race at the end of September. Now, prices do go up to $45 after Sunday. And you still have a chance to win a brand new house for just $100. And by reserving your $100 ticket now, you can help with the life-saving research being done at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We have the number to call on your screen right now to reserve your ticket. Now here are the details about the home. It's located in the Coventry Point subdivision in Perrysburg and is valued at $650,000. That ticket also gives you a chance at winning a 2025 Honda Civic LX from Jim White Honda. So call the number or scan the QR code there on your screen so you can enter.
Yeah, those tickets going fast. Certainly a beautiful look at home. Hope you enjoyed this Mother's Day sunshine. Not going to be quite as much sun tomorrow, but it is going to be a lot warmer. A little taste of summer on tap for the week with temperatures close to 80 degrees. Scattered storm chances will return Tuesday into Wednesday. A couple days in the mid 80s with a much warmer feel next weekend.
All right, well, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and we'll see you again tonight at 11. Take care.